Year 2000 Aston Martin Vantage. Obviously being a 2000 Vantage, it's the facelift car, so it's got these much nicer round fog lights on the front instead of the straight, thin Ford parts box side lights that they did have. It's slightly different grille. Upgraded wheels, so nicer wheels I think. A couple of interior tweaks, and most importantly, the Vantage is the 6-litre V12, so it doesn't have that straight 6 engine that the early cars had. It's a DB7, it's an Aston Martin Grand Tourer, it's got to have a V12, it's kind of the rules really, isn't it? We'll start by having a look at the bodywork. It's got quite a good low owners, sensible miles, all that sort of stuff, this car. So if you check the description, we'll put all that in there for you. If we start on this front arch, you see everything's all nice and straight there, nice and clean all the way around. There's no sign of any corrosion or anything like that. A little bit of dirt there that could do with being cleaned off. These are composite front wings, I believe, so there'll be no corrosion there, but obviously metal lower down. The wheels could do with a refurb. They've got a bit of curbing and a bit of baked on brake disc on there. The Aston Martin logo and everything's still present on the brake calipers. The disc looks to be nice, obviously vented discs and things on these. The front wing does have a couple of little reactions in the paint, so there's a little bubble just here, as you can see, and a couple more just here, which you can barely see on the camera, but they are worth pointing out. The chrome around the vent on the side is all good. This sill going down the sill and underneath, although we've not done a particularly good job of cleaning it, it's all nice and straight. It's not been bashed up a curb or anything like that. Driver's door is lovely and clean and straight. It's not been opened on anything like that. It's obviously a very big door, so you would notice if it's getting bashed in the car parks, things like that. You've got a tiny little bubble just where the seals slip back on the door there. Wing mirrors all nice and clean. For me, this is the best colour. Chilton green on a DB7 is it's the best colour. You see them in silver and things, and it just looks nowhere near as good. This arch, again, all nice and straight and tidy around there. Got a tiny little mark in the paint just there. And this panel wants a new clip on it because it's just sitting ever so slightly proud. Another good tyre on there. The wheel does need a refurb. You'll see again vented discs on the back. Coming up onto this pillar, you've got a little tiny haze there. You can just see it where there's been a bit of bird poo left. You can only just see it. We'll polish out there by the looks of things. Pillar's all good up onto the roof. And again, you've got a couple of little stone chips on the edge, which you'd expect. But other than that, all good. Clear glass, nice and clean. Correct triplex glass has not been replaced or anything like that. Round onto the rear, both tail lights, nice and bright, nice and clear. Weird factors on a DB7. I think they're Mazda 323 lights, aren't they? But leave them develop in V12s. Somebody else can develop the brake lights. They're kind of not that important, are they? So a little scuff on the back bumper just here. But other than that, the rear bumper's all nice and clean and tidy. The correct badge with the little flip-up bits still all there. Quite often they get all peeled and flaky. They're good. Vantage badge on the corner is a little bit dirty and peeled away. But the DB7 badge is good. Top of the deck lid itself is all nice and clean and straight. There's no sign of any ripples or cats fighting on it or anything like that. It's always good. Massive back window. It's lovely and clear all the way around here in this channel. Is all nice all the way around. Keep the rear screen obviously. Look down the side of the car on both sides, you can see lovely and straight, panel gaps are good, all that sort of stuff. Couple of little blobs in the paint just here, where the plastic bumper meets the metal wing. But the arch itself is all nice and solid, all the way down. Another good tyre, but again the wheel does need a refurb. All 4 wheels need a refurb. To me it's not a big deal anymore. It's 200 quid for a set of wheels to get them refurbed, and they really transform the look of a car. They freshen everything right up. Coming down this side, again, the sill's all nice and straight and clean all the way along. It's not been jacked up wrong or smashed up a curb or anything like that. And another clean door. There's no sign of any sort of dings, or it's not been left in car parks or anything like that. There's no marks on the corner of the wing mirror or anything like that. And we've got a little mark in there, or a chip, just in the bottom of this wing. So again, like I say, it's a composite wing, so they do chip quite easily. Where it meets this bit of trim. You just see that there. The rest of the arch is good. And it's got a couple of little, sort of like reactions in the paint. There's sort of 20 or 30 of them across that wing. Once both wings sort of painting really is the answer. And then we've got a small chip just here where it meets the bonnet, where it looks like it's been adjusted wrong at some point. Front nose, those updated fog lights look a lot better. Obviously they're not fade or anything, but the headlights could do with a good polish. To be fair, we've got a detailer here. We might actually let them have a go on those because they'll look so much better if we get a chance. Presume they're not, but if we can, we will. A couple of little stone chips here and there. as you'd expect on the nose, but nothing too major. Onto the bonnet. Okay, nice and straight. There's a couple of little marks that have been touched in here, which you can see. But other than that, all good. And round the windscreen, already done the top. You do have a little mark just here. But other than that, nice and tidy. So Chilton green on the outside with a contrasting green on the inside, which I love. So you've got a slightly darker green on the door cards and the dash, and the backs of the seats with the green carpets, and then the tan seats. So driver's seat does have some wear down both bolsters and where your legs would be, but the leather is nice and soft. A good reconalyzer would sort that straight out for you. Obviously Aston Martin logos and things in the seats. If we have a look in the back, these are in lovely condition. I don't think they've been used hardly at all. No sign of any real wear, no marks, no tears, nothing like that. All good. I mean, they are particularly small. You're not going to get much room in the back of there, or much leg room that is. We'll grab the key and we'll have a look at the mileage. We have pulled the mats out. The mats are with them, but we've pulled them out just because the carpet set is lovely and clean on this. We'll have a good look at it. 88,948 miles on it. Obviously push button start, heated seats. What else? We've got aircon, which is nice and cold. I did note that when I pulled it in. Steering wheel, no sign of any real wear on that. That's all good. We'll check the boot work. Yep, so the boot popper works. In here's all nice and clean. We've got a little battery charger there. Funny shaped boot, but it's just to accommodate the spare wheel. But carpet set and everything's nice and clean. The underside of the boot lid is good. Under here, obviously, you've got your space saver with a toolkit and your battery and all that sort of stuff. All good in there. Sills and the door checks and everything on both sides are nice. Insides of the doors and things are good as well. So you've got your plaques and things knocking about. Like I say, the carpet set's lovely and clean. There's no sign of any sort of stains or dirt on there. Top of the dash is good. Massive big stretch of leather all the way across. Really nice and tidy. And this seat, a lot better than the driver's seat. A little bit of wear, tiny little bit of wear just here. And a tiny little bit on the bolster if we're being really picky. But yeah, really good generally. So like I say, 6 litre V12. Kind of the only engine you want in an Aston Martin. You're going to have the V12s, haven't you? We've got some marks here for oil filters in 19 at 85,000 miles. Old school mechanic that's done that. You're not getting any technician doing that. And they've written down what oil they used as well. Could do with a good clean in here, but overall pretty good. It's not dropping any sort of oil or fluids. There's no signs of anything dribbling out the bottom there. Well, we'll get it started up because that's the crux of the matter. It's what you want to hear. So you flip the key on, hit the button. All nice and smooth. See, no smoke or anything coming out. I did say, mention we've got the mats there. No smoke or steam or anything pouring out the back. All the warning lights and everything are all straight out for you there. Give it a little rev. So there you have it. Year 2000 Aston Martin DB7 Vantage. If you've got any more questions, please get in touch. We're happy to do video calls or send any more photos or videos of what you might need. But of course, we are open every day apart from Sundays for viewings as well. Any more information, whatever you need, just let us know. We're happy to help. Thank you.